There is actually something pretty reckless I'd like to do right now. It's just going to take forever to actually do. But I'd like to get it out of the way. Because we have a little bit of a mini-game we can do with Orca. Which is a sword mini-game. Sword training, like we were doing before, except it's like really, really intense. And by intense, I mean just fiendishly repetitive and boring. But we have to do it at some point anyway because you get a piece of heart from it. And I'm not really in the mood to do it because it takes so long and it's really tedious. But we have to do it at some point, so there's old Orca still pounding away at that whale.
Ah, UniGiant, you are alright? Why did you not tell me about our reel? That was thoughtless of you.
Excuse me, I just went to save her and you were sitting on your ass doing nothing.
I do not know what you have been doing on your journey, but you seem a little more daring these days. That look in your eye is not the one you left here with. Very good, show me just how you've improved with your sword skills.
Sure we will. So I'll show you a little bit of what we're doing, and then I'll just cut to my straight 500 attempt. Basically, what we have to do is, first we hit him 100 times without getting hit. Like that. That is what happens when you get hit. Normally you can do 2 combo attacks before he swipes at you. And then you can just keep going like this. Try not to hit a wall, it'll break your combo, and then he'll, like, do something. There we go. It helps to have the shield up. But we have to hit him 100 times, and then do the 300 times, and then do the 500 times, and then we'll get our piece of heart. I don't believe you can cut straight to the 500. But that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want you to have to sit through more than I've already made you sit through. And I'm going to fail this already, aren't I? You can also parry attack for 2 hits. Anyway, I'll cut to my 500 attempt. And that is it, the most difficult part piece in the game because it actually requires patience. And patience is something both Link and I do not possess. The heart piece is not very difficult to get. It's just that it's really tedious, really long, and really boring. And I'm sorry you guys had to sit through that at all. Not as sorry as I am for having actually had to do it, but I'm still sorry for making you sit through that. Anyway, I can't believe when I was younger I would try to do that without using the shield at all. The shield makes it so much easier, it is laughable. But he'll occasionally surprise you with a couple of those couple weird attacks when you expect to get a second combo off. Whatever. I'm noticing very quickly that This game is probably going to take much longer to record than it will parts, because there's just so much sailing that I'm going to have to cut out, and if these guys will stop chasing after me so I can explain things to you. Anyway, this guy's going to tell us that there's something behind that island over there that we can't quite get yet, and even if we could, there's not something over there that I'd like to tackle just yet, because I'm not quite ready for it. I'll be honest with you, I've never actually gone through the whole thing back there, but we're not going to do it just yet. Because we're going to head into the forest that we started the game in, because there's something there, a rock that we passed up before, that we can go and blow up now, because we have bombs. So I'm going to just jump from here. I'm pretty sure you can also make it from that post that I just flew over, although if you can, just barely. I would always jump from that post, but I think it's a safer jump to just go from that rock. But as you would expect, these woods have slightly more dangerous enemies in them than they did before, because we are a little bit further along in the game, and, you know, enemies get slightly more difficult, although not that much more difficult. Do you have a gold feather? No, only the ones that fly do, I think. Moths. Moths have gold feathers. That's news to me. But anyway, here's the rock that we passed very early in the game. Maybe it was part 2 or part 3, however long it took us. Fairy Fountain Site. Let's blow it up, because that's what Link does. Whenever he sees something cool, he blows it up. Did we really have to look at that hole for like 5 minutes before it opened up for us? But the second fairy fountain we've run into in this game. And the second great fairy that looks exactly like the first one did, except maybe the bottom is different. And she says the same exact thing, so I'm not going to bother saying it again, because you've seen it all before. And as different as these fairies are compared to the ones in Nintendo 64 games like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, I think these ones look really cool. The biggest rupee bag! We can now hold 5,000 rupees! We're going to need to hold a lot of rupees, just not yet. You already saw the other Beatles ship that we could go to, who has stuff for, like, I think we would need about 1,800 more rupees to buy out everything there, including the heart piece and the treasure chart. I think 1,850 rupees. So the next time we're feeling really rich, we can head over there and spend everything we have. But we can also spend all of our rupees on something else that how much does it cost to get each of those things done there? I don't want to spoil anything for people that haven't gotten there yet, but there are 8 of them, and I forget how many rupees they are each. I'm sure I could go look it up afterwards, so please don't go looking it up yourself and telling me I will remember. Why is there so much lag in this game? I think it's because I didn't kill all of the tiny little guys over there. And just the fact that they're present in this area is making things really slow. Don't swing at me with your why do you do that? Hey, I jump attacked him without even locking on. That was cool. So he's dead. Can you die, please? Does that mean your friend is still alive? Yes, he is. Okay, they're both dead now. Let's get the orb, because we could really use some rupees and some hearts. There's only one thing I feel like doing before quitting today, even though I haven't really been at it. It doesn't seem like I've accomplished much, but I have been at it for about an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah, there's one more thing we need to do, and then there's quite a bit more sailing, and I'll save that for later. But this is the first time we've gone in the forest and actually had to walk out on our own without the help of a cutscene. You go out the same way you came in, and it can be quite difficult to find your way around in the dark. But that's exactly where you need to go. And if memory serves me, there's actually a house that we can float down to and get some cool things in it, too. I just don't remember which house it is. It might be that one, it might be the one further along, I don't remember. Or it might very well be this one that's right over here and has the hole in the roof. So let's see what's in here. At most it's rupees. I honestly forget what's in here. Oh, I have to lift all the pots. That's annoying. I can't even use my sword in here. I can't swipe at things that aren't mine to destroy them. Why am I doing this? Why am I not speeding it up like I should be? I don't know. Just because I said I'm going to wind up speeding it up. Because it's long and boring and stupid, nobody wants to see me do this. Not even I want to see me do this. Why am I doing this? I have no idea. All I know is I am invading somebody else's personal property and getting everything out of it that I possibly can because I am late and I like stealing things from people. Is there nothing else around here? I don't think there is. We can't go out the way we came, so we'll go down this way, and we're in somebody's house. You made it back. Nasty things have been happening ever since blah blah blah. Aw. You don't care at all about the racket that I made upstairs? Oh, it's the pig lady! And look at the little kids, even the one with the snot bubble. That had better be the thumbnail for this video. Look at that, it's so freaking cute. The little boy with the snot bubble. Aww. And his brother over here sleeping so soundly. They're so cute. Is there anything under here? No. Is there anything over here? Probably not. Alright, let's get out of these people's houses. We weren't supposed to intrude on their property, but we are Link and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like because we are the great hero of this game and we can do no wrong! We also can't do anything about that pig yet because he's too gosh darn heavy.